Hey, welcome to Earth 9. It's so far away for y'all, but I see the shine. Smoking on gas, I'm feeling fine. Through the clouds on my way to Earth 9. You'll never find my kind. Traveling like the speed of light, heading to Earth 9. Fakalaha is the way, you'll see the signs. People say they heard but never seen Earth 9. Blasting away, up away, on my way to the motherfucking clouds, passing through it by the miles. Leaving the earth behind in outer space, you see my shine. Moving fast in the heli's comet, overdriving an all-black rocket. Fire crackling on my ass, and I'm smoking on this gas. Looking at these niggas tripping at last. Yeah, I give you a last impression as you second guessing how far the king gon' go till you don't see me no more below. Falling through a black hole on the other side, where I sure enough arrive to my destination. Y'all know it's Earth 9, where the kings and the queens lay as I reside. You can't coincide with my kind, deep thinkers, third eye. Hey, if you died and see the sign, you was one of the chosen ones, believe Fakalaha. Follow the king, come take a ride. Going super far, you see the star, Earth 9. Hey, welcome to Earth 9. It's so far away for y'all, but I see the shine. Smoking on gas, I'm feeling fine. Through the clouds on my way to Earth 9. You'll never find my kind. Traveling like the speed of light, heading to Earth 9. Fakalaha is the way, you'll see the signs. People say they heard but never seen Earth 9. Welcome to Earth 9. It's so far away for y'all, but I see the shine.
What up, y'all?
Smoking on gas, I'm feeling fine.
Hope y'all can hear me out there.
Clouds on my way to Earth 9.
Let me see something right quick.
Find my kind. Traveling like the speed of light, heading to Earth 9.
Alright, y'all. Trying to get some little volume up here and shit right quick. Oh shit. What's going on, man? Like Ice Cube and shit. Yo nigga up early in the morning, dressed in black. Don't ask why. Because I'm down in the suit and tie. But let's get into this. Let me bring it to about right there. Alright, y'all. A lot to unpack and stuff, man. Life trials and tribulations. A lot goes on, man, in the world today. Hopefully, somehow, some way, we all can make this stuff happen, though. For the most part, though, me, myself, man, like others, we done lost a lot, gained a lot, and also lost a lot. Where do I start? I know us people don't actually like pay attention to what's going on in the world amongst ourselves, but we need to start understanding that these are the last days, though. I don't think most of our generations will even see the ages of 100, even close to probably 80 or 70 and shit. I'm just trying to really beat time, meaning like I need to make it happen, though. I'm not no person that work 9 to 5s. I'm not a person that honestly do a lot of footwork, even though I should be, man. But I gotta quit making it seem like it's gonna fall in my lap and shit. I've been trying to hold on to the family and friend thing, like far as this rap shit, or even my career in general, or where I want to be. And for the most part, I don't know what I'm doing wrong or doing right. Well, I ain't gonna say right, but I know I'm doing a lot of wrong. Cause for real, it's like I be trying to get all my friends and family involved in what I do, but if they ain't got the same passion as you, then I guess it's gonna be more like you holding yourself back. And I used to always like try to get my sister really in the booth so heavy, cause like we was like the last of the dying breed and stuff like. But I still continue to do what I do. The point I guess I'm trying to go with is really I just really needed motivation. Like when you got your peers around you and your peoples and such, like, and they cheering you on or they doing the same thing you doing, it's more of a like you want to do this shit like and stuff. So I don't know. I guess uh, like I said, man, I'm just kicking it, man. I'm up early. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Slept early. Don't know where I'm heading on this shit, but just really going with the flow. Chat line number up there. Somebody ever be involved in the early side though and shit. But I got guys and shit like Smooth News, Smooth Films, and Julio Films, myself. And as you get older, I think you get more or less motivated, you know what I'm saying? Like as a spring chicken. So I don't know. I guess people wear a lot of hats and got a lot of things to do. And that's what I keep bringing it to myself. I need to start like really taking charge of my destiny. I really ain't got that much time and shit. Like, um, let me see. Well, for the most part though, man, I'm just kicking this shit to y'all, man. And I just like lost my sister, like in September 3rd to be exact. And I really took her for granted and shit. I took her life for granted. I take a lot of things for granted. And it's just sad, man, like how you just can really do that to people that you really love and really know that one day they will leave this world, though. I got kids. My kids, they all grown and doing good for themselves, and I'm proud of that. Cause for the most part, though, I ain't been like on top of my game like I should be, or like how I used to be and shit. And ever since like when Dad died, like that took a lot out of me. Wasted so many years when I should have just really carried on his legacy like it should, but I let myself drown in the water world and then catching cases. And still not getting it right as we speak though. Um, Hopefully one day, some way, somehow, I can get a hold of some type of riches so we can all make shit happen though. My sister left a lot of things unfinished, definitely unfinished business. And one of the things I definitely got to complete is getting her son, my nephew, Deshaun, out of jail. Because as you know, the system always like to fuck black people and fuck the minority, period, though, and shit. it's just sad when you can't do nothing about it and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though you can do something about it, but it's either you force it or you finesse it. And for me, I swear I'd rather just force it, but it's just hard playing this finesse game because they can just run you all around the world like riddles and shit you got to keep solving. Even though I got a son that been took ever since he was a preemie, like 7 months, born in this world, and the system kidnapped him over some bullshit about smoking weed, which we wasn't even smoking weed. Some neighbors just reported that shit. And he wasn't even home at the time, but they just did some bullshit, like just took him thinking that we weren't capable of taking care of him. And I think it's been almost like, that was like 98, so he got to be like 24, probably 25, something like that. And you just be wondering sometimes, how could a system even just kidnap a kid like that and not even, when they turn 18, put it in their face and get on the option and let them know that they got biological mother and fathers and brothers and sisters that's alive and want to know what's up with them and shit. Like, just imagine that though, man. And then you got the system just got us living in the projects. Just really got us struggling to the point where even rent in the projects is rough to cover, or because you got so much expense that the world is already moving at a fast pace, man. Then they got the nerve to like give people a little bit of money for Social Security just to boost them up a little bit when the cost of living is going higher and higher. For a lot of people that's on SSI and such, how come the fuck like SSI is not at least at a standard minimum at 1,500 best? And on top of that, if you live in low income also, why do you have to pay any money? It should be like $25 or something for even people that get EPPI, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's called government housing and all that because the government supposed to really take care of this shit. Like, it's almost like, not saying free living, but free living for the ones that's indigent. Like, also, how come people that work barely can have time to have fun and live their life? Instead, they live paycheck to paycheck. And let's put it like this, though. Let's just say Puff Daddy had an artist, a nobody, and but Puff Daddy had him work for him and shit. But Puff Daddy, my fault, y'all, I'm really rambling. Let's just put it like this, though. What if Puff Daddy, if I was an artist and I signed to Puff Daddy, we made the same amount of money just because I'm signed to him? Would Puff Daddy feel that that's fair and shit? Also, two, I'm going to scratch that scenario. My fault, y'all. Let's get into this shit. I feel like this. If a single person go and get minimum wage as a same person that's got 3 kids, how do that make any sense? If I have no kids and I get $1,000 check, I can cover my rent, still buy me some kicks, still go to the movies, have fun, and kick it. On the other hand, if this same person that got 3 kids getting $1,000 check, she gotta make sure she got gas to go to work, take care of the 3 kids, get food in the house, and that don't add up. I feel like minimum wage should vary, meaning if you single, then this what you get. If you got kids, you get more than a single person, but it's another minimum wage standard. Like, that's how it should just climb. Like, just like welfare, if you got a single kid at home, then you get less money, more kids, more money. Income tax, the same thing. Minimum wage should be the same way. Also, people that don't make a certain amount of money should still get a nice majority of food stamps. I never understood why they think that the real money need to go on real things. You can't pay nothing with food stamps. Why I gotta buy food with my job money and it ain't cutting it? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if minimum wage for a single person start at 1,000, then a person with 2 kids, it should be bumped to 1,500. 3 kids, 2,000, and so forth. Though it should be additional $500 for additional kid. Though that'll also make people want to work. Also, though, that even got kids. I might be like dumb, like to the war and really like what the president and all that shit got going on and such. Like, but honestly, the people that's down below, like us, the minority, the underground ghetto dwellers and such, most of us got a good head on our shoulders, and a lot of us kind of peep game and what's going on, though. And it just sucked that we don't got the financial status just to make moves or fight back or make things better, though. That's why I always be trying to get people to invest in the Mega Millions or some shit. Like, if a group of motherfuckers just really put $2 in every Tuesday and Friday, and just your chances to be more better and everybody split the pot. Like, but somehow you got to kind of figure out a way to beat the man, though, or eat with the rest of them, though. One thing for sure, man, a lot of people, we don't want to die. Death will come to us all, though. Whether you young or you old, or even in the middle, like, it will come, though. I advise a lot of people, even though I'm advising myself as well, but I know it's hard because it's hard for me, but I advise y'all to get life insurance. That way that, you know what I'm saying, y'all can be covered and your family and your kids will have some money to live off of. You know what I'm saying? Get the whole, I think it's whole something insurance. Like, I guess that's where you can borrow money out of your insurance, and if you die, a certain amount of money be left with your kids and your burial and such. So try to make that definitely a priority, though, for real, though. Like I said, it's just a lot of wake-up calls sometimes, though, and shit. And my mother always used to say, man, I ain't gonna lie, like, as a kid, I was always like, I think my third eye always kicked in a lot, because, like, I always wondered, like, even when I was young as fuck, I ain't gonna lie, I want to say either about like 9 or 10, probably 11. I always used to wonder who made God, and then if that person made God, who made that person? If that person made that, it just go on and on to like infinity. Like, where do it stop? Like, what the fuck? And my mother always used to say, like, when you die, the world still go on and living. And at the time, I never understood that and shit. Like, but when my uncle died, like, honestly, like somebody I really love, didn't want to see go, cherished, all that. It just like kind of woke up my eyes to a point where we was sad, but the whole world was still living their own life. Like they ain't knew Adam like we knew him and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it mean. Like, I mean, the world goes on, shit. Whether you living or dead, like for real. And that's why I really want to make a mark in this world. Like not just with my peers, but all over the world. Rather this rap shit, rather standing up for civil rights, or rather making some movement where we all is equal as one. Like it's like one or the other is gonna be with me and shit. I don't know though, man, but all I gotta say is people, it's just time to wake up, man. As you can see, the young brothers, I ain't gonna say sisters, man, because the women ain't really as violent as these young teenager men and shit. Like, they gotta quit with, they gotta stop it, man. I mean, it's like genocide at an alarming rate. Like, it's an old saying that say, wise men think, and it ain't no wise men out here. Like, it ain't no good young men that just really think and talk like wise men, meet up with the bosses, if it's any bosses, or come to some type of understanding where we can kind of prevent going through a turf war or some gang war or some bullshit Instagram war or whatever the fuck. Like, in my time, in my prime, like, you had to fight. It wasn't even the most of a weapon somebody probably picked up was a stick or probably brought a bat. Like, it wasn't even nobody probably bringing no knife or nothing. But most people fought or you got jumped. But like Pop say on Friday, you live to see another day and shit. And these young motherfuckers, they do not want to see a day at all, whether dead or in jail. Like, and it's just sad, man. And it's just plentiful out here for them. Like, they can do a million things and get this money and make the world a better place and uprise our black people and the hood itself. Like, I know it's a lot of OGs probably ain't speaking to them because, for one, a lot of real G's is dead and a lot of real G's is locked up. And for the most part, it's just niggas that just ain't even trying to be in they ear or nothing. They just letting it go on though. I mean, you can't make it easy for these white folks, man. You can't make it easy for these judges and all this shit. Like, man, that's what Moms Duke said, man. And that's a life I used to live. Like, just catching these cases, and then still right now and shit, I gotta go through some little bullshit. But after my little trials and tribulations is over with these courts and shit, man, I promise you, like, they will never get my time again, but they will get my attention though. Best believe that. Cause if I don't die, I will be like one of the pioneers that really put forth this movement though. I see a lot of people that try to make movements. A lot of like quote unquote Black Panther type of movement people's out in Saint and shit in Cleveland. and all over the world. And they be having guns and motherfucking fatigues and all black uniforms. And then you just ask yourself this and shit. What for, though? What type of movement is they making? Is it just to show that they got guns? Is it to show that they got a little small little army? Like, what is it like, I don't know. Not to say nothing wrong with it or nothing, but like I said, man, I'm done with the fucking marching. I'm done with fucking talking really about it. It's like this and shit. If I got money and I get me an army together, I'm about to be meaning what the fuck I say. I will have black true leaders in the hood really making a big difference. And everybody getting money and everybody respecting one another. And police ain't gonna be fucking with us. Cause if they do, everybody gonna be ready to die for this shit. Like, it ain't gonna be no more black killing due to some officer. Cause if an officer even think about it, or if it happens, we will make examples. Like, that just will be bottom line. Like, so shit like that, I will ride or die for the cause for and shit. Cause it will be so real though. Why wouldn't I? Hell, Martin Luther King ain't even have a gun and walk the streets and let people jump on him and just do whatever though. So, motherfuckers can't be scared of this shit, man. At least if you die, at least you die for something. Like most people that die and make it famous, at least they made a mark on the world. Like, made people laugh, made people listen to good music, made people, like, somewhere they touch people, though, and that's what I set out to do, though. But, yeah, with that being said, though, man, I had to go ahead and holler at y'all, man. Like I said, I'm going to always keep the phone lines open on the chat. Y'all let me know what's up. Maybe y'all want to talk to a G. Quote, unquote, got some ideas and such. With that being said, though, I'm out of here, though. Early in the morning, Fakalaha podcast. Your boy King Royal. Peace. Hey, welcome to Earth 9. It's so far away for y'all, but I see the shine. Smoking no gas, I'm feeling fine. Through the clouds on my way to Earth 9. You'll never find my kind. Traveling like the speed of light, heading to Earth 9. Fakalaha is the way, you'll see the signs. People say they heard but never seen Earth 9.